And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Corral. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously shake that off and get going.
Agnew now to return. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Lawrence will throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Moore, the man in motion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Panthers had 8 and 5 to start play, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home. To start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Panthers 9. Logan Carter to kick off for the Jaguars.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Moore, the man in motion. On 2nd and 10, Corral. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On 3rd down, Corral. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
On 1st down, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Again, it's Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
After 1, 7-0. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on first and goal. First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of it.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence, really nice gain on the completion. However, still third and goal that they face now.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Corral from down near his own goal line. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. And they work this out past the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now a handoff up the middle. Whitfield. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Finding space at the 40. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On second down now, Whitfield, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack, because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
From the 35 on second down, Corral. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Shotgun snap to Corral. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing here, Corral. He's going to look deep for more. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. 11 yards for number 11.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball.
Touchdown, Panthers. Double pill. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Here's Lawrence to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is
other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
To throw again on second down. Corral completes it to Austin. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Corral looking to throw it. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Corral to Moore there. Good for a Carolina first.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the third quarter. Curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Here's Lawrence. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Lawrence being chased out left. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, if they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime, they're fortunate to retain possession.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
On second down, Cook. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
On 2nd down, here's Corral.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Chad Muma
in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Moore, the man in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the...
Weak motion snap? Let me know now. So weak motion snap, I'm about to do every play.
Getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made.
This time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Chad Muma brings him down on that one defensively.
Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
Moore, the man in motion.
Now Corral.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Just what they needed, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Moore, the man in motion.
3rd and long, Corral.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Cook again. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 51 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A solid run on first down, gain of 7.
Like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now a throw here, hauled in. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Corral on 2nd down.
And that is incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is caught, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns, so this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode, had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Allen, the man in motion left. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
On second down, it's Cook again.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now Austin. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Corral to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Moore, the man in motion. Now Corral. Across the formation, he hits Austin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Corral to throw. And that's intercepted yet again. And the Jags have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount.